And welcome back to the Arc Arena. It is the second game of your doubleheader between John Jay and your Baruch College Bearcats. If you're just joining us, the ladies fell to John Jay in what was a nail-biter, 68-60, but we turned the page to the men's game. And Baruch in a strange place here at the Arc Arena, currently only 1-3 on the season here at the Arc. And over the last, I'll say few years, but last half a decade, maybe even longer, Joe, Baruch have really made the Arc Arena a fortress. What do they need to do tonight to turn this place back into a fortress?
Well, Baruch Nation, thank you for tuning in. Hope you're having a great Wednesday night. David, Baruch is a bunch of veterans. Coach Alisi has his championship group back. It all starts, David, recognizing this is your home court. This is a special place. Jamal Fair has to get off quickly. The Nicholson brothers have to kind of contribute the way they do. As you know, Akil Vaughn has to emerge, which he's doing, David. So it's just got to be getting out of the gate with productivity early. And I'm big on clock management when needed. And just keeping your foot on the gas pedal, David. Good shot selection.
And Baruch trying to make it a 4-game win streak. They won last time out here at Brooklyn College in blowout fashion by 37 points. They went on the road against City College last Friday, won by 13, and they're trying to make it a 4-0 start here at in CUNYAC play.
By the way, their effort against City College, solid effort, David, of a much improved City College team.
So we're moments away from tip-off between the Bloodhounds of John Jay and your Baruch College Bearcats. Let's send it over again to our PA announcer, Marty Collins, for our starting lineup. So welcome back to the Arc Arena. The starting lineups are in, Joe, and Baruch beat City College 71-58. Joe, a bit of a nice revival game. Jamel Fair had 14, Emil Purisic 16.
It was more like the Bearcats we know. But here, we're home. Big rivalry game, David. What is Will Fredericks going to give Coach Alisi in the starting lineup? What about Emil Purisic? What is he going to bring? Is he going to be the perimeter guy, or are we going to see him down in the block?
So we are moments away from tip-off here at the Arc Arena. It's going to be Holmes and Fredericks to jump at center circle. John Jay in their road blues, white numbers, white trim. Baruch in their traditional home whites, light blue numbers, dark blue trim. And we are underway as Holmes wins the tip, and it's into the hands of number 5, T.J. Chisholm, for the 5-9 Bloodhounds. Baruch trying to push their record above 500, coming to the game at 7-7, but an impressive 4-0 in the conference. 3 pulled there by Holmes, and just like that, open 3 there. Fair a little late to close out, and it's John Jay up 3-0.
Well, that was a good-looking shot. Baruch in a man-to-man.
Now it's Nicholson. Can he answer on the other end? Devin Nicholson rattles that one down. And just like that, it's a 3-3 ball game.
Well, when Devin Nicholson comes out hitting, that bodes well for the Bearcats.
So it's Holmes here on the near side. Takes the pick from Watkins. Holmes into the lane, gives it out to Chisholm on the far, Stewart. Now it's Chisholm. Ball swung around the perimeter over to Holmes. He hit a shot a moment ago. Wild layup. Almost got the English to get it to go down. And Piercic comes away with the rebound for Baruch.
Well, it looks like Holmes is the table setter for the Bloodhounds.
Their second leading scorer at a little over 11 per game as Fredericks has it on the near side. Stewart out on him. Bounce pass into Fair. Fair's working on the near side post. Kicks it out straight on to Fredericks. Back to Fair. That's going to be an open three. Around and out. That one looked about halfway down. No good. And it'll be John Jay to come the other way with it.
Yeah, when Fair starts off well, that bodes well for the Bearcats attack.
So Chisholm has it on the Bearcats logo here at center circle. Gerard Nicholson out on him. Takes the pick there from Watkins. Watkins gets the ball on the elbow. One dribble outside here to Evelyn. Evelyn into the lane. His shot blocked by Fredericks, and it'll stay right there. And Fredericks comes away with it thinking, like, what was Evelyn thinking, trying to go up against the bigger Fredericks?
Fredericks, a very athletic player, plays with a ton of energy.
So now it's Holmes straight on, kicks it out to Stewart, and he's able to knock down a three. So John Jay coming out with the hot hand from downtown.
That's 2 threes, basically uncontested for the Bloodhounds. Gerard Nicholson, he needs to get going early as well.
Fair going baseline. That ball was stripped, and it'll be Stewart the other way with it. Now over to Watkins. Watkins free throw line jumper, and that one's good. And John Jay coming out shooting strong. 3 of 4 from the field.
Well, they got good body language, David. They're coming out with a lot of confidence. But Baruch has to punch back.
Fair curls back, gives it over to Fredericks. Now Nicholson on the far side, Piercic up top. Piercic looking for options, puts it on the deck. Into the paint, now kicks it out to Fredericks, near side. He'll drive. Gives it out to Devin Nicholson, far side three, around and out, no good. And it's going to be Chisholm the other way with it.
David, if Piercic puts it on the floor, he could be very effective tonight.
Watkins over to Stewart, far side three there. That was Holmes, no good. And Fair, nice way to save it to Fredericks here on the near side. Back to Fair on the far side, brings it into the front court. Baruch had numbers for just a moment, but Fair will slow things down. Piercic trying to go to work in the paint. Ooh, great position for Piercic. Reverse layup. And that's what you want to see if you're Coach Alisi. Going against the smaller John Jay lineup, Piercic, he has definitely a quality paint presence.
Well, he's very loosey-goosey down low, but in a good way. And I don't think John Jay is an answer for him tonight, David.
Now Holmes back outside to Evelyn. Chisholm straight on, takes the pick there from Watkins. Evelyn spin move into the lane. Shot a little too strong, no good. And Piercic's able to rip down the board. Trying to go ahead of the pack to Gerard Nicholson. Devin Nicholson, correction. Nice pump fake and able to lay it in there.
Hey,
and
David,
it's a 1-point game.
It's wild card weekend in the NFL. That looked like Patrick Mahomes to a Kansas City wide receiver who caught the ball.
So it'll be Holmes now up top. Fair out on him. Holmes spin move. Ooh, some contact maybe there. It's passed out of it. And Fredericks able to get the rebound off the missed three there by TJ Chisholm. Three there from Gerard Nicholson. Ooh, that was a wild shot. Way too strong.
Early in the shot clock.
And Watkins posting up. Kicks it out to Holmes. Holmes able to pull a three over the outstretched arm of Jamel Fair. And Holmes starting to feel himself here in the early going.
Yeah, Coach Alisi not too happy about these threes, David.
And Osorio coming off the bench, waiting to check in. Adrian Kopech also waiting to check in for John Jay. Gerard Nicholson drives into the lane, gives it out to Fair here. Entry pass to Piercic, working on the block. Calling for the double team is Watkins. Piersick outside to Fair. High arcing three. And that hits the bottom of the net. And it's back to a 1-point game.
Good looking shot by Fair.
So it's Evelyn on the top. Swings the ball around the perimeter. Three there by Holmes, no good. He's been hot so far, 2 of 4 now from 3. 2 of 3 from downtown. Shot no good there by Watkins, and it's Baruch to come away with it. Ooh, nice find there. Almost a no, I don't know if it was a no-look pass or a limited look pass from Devin Nicholson. Now Fredericks into the lane. Ooh, what a move. Spinning and finishing with the left hand.
Fredericks with a professional move, David.
Nice steal there by Gerard Nicholson. Errant pass there from Evelyn. Gerard Nicholson right into the lane. He lost it as he was going up. Shot no good. Ball still loose. And it's going to be Chisholm who comes away with it for John Jay.
Well, that ball was down.
3 there from Jameer Stewart. It's nothing but the bottom of the net.
Well, that's about 4 threes that John Jay has really come out.
12 of their 14 coming from beyond the arc as Jamel Fair now has it on the far side. Up top to Piersick. He has the look. He'll pull straight on, and he rattles that one home. And Coach Alisi wants to talk things over, coming in on 7 minutes gone here in the first half. Baruch lead 15-14.
Piersick doing it inside and outside, David.
Having that strong game coming off last week with 16. He's already got 5 here in the early portion of the first half.
Well, he's such a versatile player. He can help you in so many ways. So, Baruch, it's a close game, David, but we expected that. 2 rivals going at each other, heavyweight fight. But again, Baruch, this is a home court advantage, and they've got to take advantage of that.
Both teams combining to shoot for 50% from the field here in the early going. So for the neutral fan, it's been an entertaining one, and for the Bearcats, it's been back and forth.
Well, Coach Alisi's going to right the ship. Short memory, good outing against City. They're home, conference play. I don't think you got to spell it out to this veteran team. What's at stake?
Trying to remain undefeated here in the CUNYAC Conference. It'll be Chisholm to walk things up for the Bloodhounds. Bounce pass to Watkins. Takes the pick from number 24, Daniel Reyes, who just checked into the game. Reyes adding some size, the 6'7" freshman. And Akil Vaughn coming to the scorer's table, I would assume, because of that. Muhammad Guy comes away with the errant pass, though, and he'll bring it into the front court. Baruch going to add some more size now with Guy on the floor and Akil Vaughn to check into the game with Emil Piersick still on the floor. So potentially 3 big lineup for the Bearcats. And Guy now into Piersick. Ooh, spin move on Reyes. Nice play there by Piersick. Kicks it out to Gerard Nicholson. Pulls the far side 3. That one was halfway down. What a rebound there by Devin Nicholson. Trying to get it back up. No call. He's able to get his own rebound, though, as the ball was still loose. Outside to Osorio on the near side wing, and he hits a 3. What a hustle play there by Devin Nicholson to keep that in bounds and then find Osorio for the big 3.
Hey, your best offensive player giving you tremendous hustle.
Ooh, what a swipe there by Devin Nicholson. He's doing it on both ends of the floor right now. As Piersick finds the cutting Guy. Ooh, that was almost a little too far in front. Guy able to crowd with the big right paw. And his hook shot no good, and Reyes comes away with the rebound. Kopech quickly pushes into the front court. Handoff there is to number 11, Stewart, into the lane. He was fouled, and then we'll get our first whistle of the night.
David Osorio put in so much work in the offseason. I'm not surprised that he's going to knock down lots of shots when called on.
Joe and I were here at one point earlier on in the preseason, and he was in the gym getting up shots by himself with just the shooting machine. So
absolutely,
definitely always working on his game. And
it's what you do when nobody's around that makes champions. Absolutely.
Also, as a graduate student, 6th man, he's trying to obviously not keep his minutes and really add to the team. I should say.
Well, I think he wants a 3rd ring, David.
Ooh. And the foul there is going to be on Akil Vaughn, who just came into the game. Garrison Watkins hitting the deck hard. And that'll send Watkins to the line to shoot two.
Baruch Nation, Akil Vaughn, every time he enters, there's excitement because he is a legit post player by definition, and Baruch really lucky to have him. And he has come on. Recently had a big 17-point output, and his game is really coming along where I don't know if CUNY can stop him.
And Joe, when we were here last, he had a perfect shooting game, 7 of 7 from the field for 14 points, and you were a big fan of that night because it was not just that he was putting the ball in the hoop, which is key, but it's where he was catching it and how he was finishing.
Hey, he's a volleyball player getting to be a pretty good basketball player.
So it's Guy on the far side. Bounce pass into Osorio on the elbow. Even further inside to Vaughn, back outside to Guy. Guy jab step three. Oh, he rattles that one home all the way around, and it falls through.
Well, Guy's going to make that shot for you, even though he's a tremendous rim protector.
Dangerous pass from Chisholm. Osorio got a hand in, but Watkins able to keep it. Watkins floating right-handed push shot, no good. And it'll be Guy on the rebound, Osorio to push. Coach Alisi wants the Bearcats to keep up the intensity. Guy straight on three, shot no good, just a bit short. Akil Vaughn outside Nicholson, he's quick to pull again, and he hits the bottom of the net. And it's going to be a full timeout there for Coach Ryan Highland and the John Jay Bloodhounds as they trail 24-15.
Nicholson do it on both ends, David. A great hustle by Akil Vaughn to keep that play alive.
And that was a deep one, Joe. He was out a few feet behind the three-point line, knocking down a big three there. Is Baruch's leading scorer, Devin Nicholson.
Yeah, he's feeling it tonight. Baruch coming out with great energy, David, great body language, and I think they're doing what Coach Alisi mapped out for them.
Teams are shooting a combined 55% from downtown. So it's been just watching the ball game, Joe, it's been an exciting one here in the first half.
David, I think one of the brilliant things Coach Alisi's done in his career, and there have been multitude of them, is putting Will Fredericks in the starting lineup. I think that he ignites this team in the way he plays, and if the team can feed off a guy like that, the opponent's in for trouble. So great move by Coach Alisi with regard to Will Fredericks and the energy and athleticism that he brings.
Fredericks 2 points, a rebound, and a block here in the first 7 minutes, in 7 minutes of action. Baruch are going to break the huddle with the Nicholson brothers, Osorio, Guy, and Vaughn. Still waiting for John Jay to break their huddle, but it's going to be Kopech, Evelyn, looks to be Watkins, correction, it's going to be Elijah Holmes, who just checked into the game, Isaac Holmes, and number 11, Jameer Stewart.
David, I'm still looking for the 6'10" kid on the John Jay bench to get in the game.
Sophomore James Bradbury. And now Holmes, ooh, he looks like he held that one against his hip. Might have gotten away with one. Osorio all over him. Now it's Evelyn straight on. Kopech has to get one up. Nope, too many steps. And it's going to go back. And it's going to go back to the Bearcats.
Devin Nicholson had a hand in that particular turnover, David, so he's doing it on both ends.
So it'll be Gerard Nicholson to walk things up here for the Bearcats. Stewart picks him up on the Bearcat logo. Double pick there, goes right, takes the pick from Guy, bounce pass to Guy. Ball swung around the perimeter, now it's Vaughn working on Holmes. Vaughn, right-handed hook shot, and he's able to get that one to go.
Well, we never saw that last year, David.
The true big is Akil Vaughn, 6'7" graduate student from St. Albans. Straight on three there by Kopech. No one to close out. Baruch got away with one. Guy on the rebound, and Osorio into the front court. Guy has it up top. Kopech out on him. Osorio, free throw line jumper. And that one splashes the bottom of the net. Osorio, high arcing shot. He gets that one to go, and Baruch opening up a lead here in the mid stages of the first half.
Osorio playing with great confidence and leadership.
Kopech looking for options. Holmes. Oh, Osorio almost got his hand in there. Could be a foul there on the Bearcats. We'll see who that one's on. It's going to be on Vaughn. That's going to be his second, which may see him come to the bench as Piersick will come to the scorer's table. Fair Donaldson also waiting to check into the game as number 1 Isaac Holmes knocks down the first free throw.
Well, when Donaldson comes in the game for Coach Alisi, he's the veteran point guard, leadership.
One of the 4 team captains here in the 23-24 season for the Baruch Bearcats, alongside Jamel Fair, Emil Piersick, and number 10, Muhammad Guy.
Donaldson's seen a lot of scenarios, David.
Guy has it on the far side, bounce pass inside to Piersick. Piersick going to work with the right hand, and he's able to get that one to go. And Baruch have had their way here in the early going.
This is the old Piersick, David, inside-outside guy.
He's got 7. 3 there by Jameer Stewart. That was silky smooth from the far side wing.
Coach Alisi not happy about that, David, because that Baruch had, been on a little run there without a John Jay basket.
Now inside to Piersick. The double's going to have to come as Piersick has had his way. Nice find there to Guy on the reverse, couldn't finish. And I think that's exactly what Coach Alisi wanted. He wanted Piersick to go to work and then find a cutter.
Well, Piersick is such a very good passer, David. He threaded the needle in a great catch by Guy.
Guy 8 of 16 from the line on the season.
David, this Baruch team has turned into such rounded players who can do so many things, both offensively and defensively. It's a joy to watch.
And he's good on the second. So Chisholm into the front court. Takes the pick there from Watkins. Chisholm, elbow jumper, off front iron, no good, and Osorio comes down with the rebound.
Well,
Stewart will pick him up, though, full length of the court.
I think you've got to guard a guy like Chisholm. Can't let him go off.
Guy now has it. Bounce pass to Piersick. Guy runs through. Piersick looking for options. Piersick going to drive. Ooh, gets the ball a little too low, though. Now he's double teamed. Gets it knocked away from him. It's going to go off Donaldson's knee last, and it's going to go back to John Jay.
Yeah, Piersick got too much traffic. He's got to just get the ball and make a decisive move.
So it'll be Chisholm to walk it up for the Bloodhounds. Evelyn into the lane. His shot was blocked. Nice save there by Fair. I think it was Piersick who got a hand on it. Now it's Fair into the front court. Donaldson over to Guy. Osorio on the far side. He'll step into a 3, and he rattles that one home. And Osorio feeling himself as he should. Baruch extend the lead to 15. Ooh, nice move there by Evelyn. Couldn't get it to finish over the outstretched hand. I think it was Fair on the inside. Now Guy into the lane. He loses it. Loose ball picked up there by Holmes. And now it's Watkins the other way into the front court for John Jay, looking for options. Swung to the near side. And it's going to be Stewart to go to the line to shoot 2.
David, Baruch, if they're going to fast break, take your time. Make sure your receiver is a good place to catch the ball.
And Stewart, a very good free throw shooter, 79% from the free throw line on the season as he knocks down the first.
I like the fact that Baruch has got their foot on the gas pedal, David, and up 14, 6:36. They could put it away right now, David.
And Stewart good on the second, leading all scorers with 10 so far here in the early going. Nearly half the points for John Jay. Purisic inside out to Fair. Fair has a wide open three and he knocks it down. And Coach Highland wants to talk things over. He's frustrated with the defensive effort by his Bloodhound team. Baruch shooting an impressive 58% from three, 62% from the field.
Great ensemble performance in this first half by Baruch and their key players, David.
Baruch getting contributions from a variety of players. 8 points apiece for Devin Nicholson and Sayeed Osorio. Purisic has 7. Jamel Fair has 6. Guy with 5. And Fredericks with and Vaughn with a pair apiece.
And Osorio especially has come out playing with a lot of energy, David. Such confidence. And you want that in your leadership to literally lead the way. And I'll tell you, this 16-point lead, it's not by accident. It's well earned.
He's averaging 8 points a game on the season. He already has 8 in 7 minutes of action here.
Now Baruch can't let up defensively.
Nice D there by Donnellan. He tips it off of Holmes' leg, I think.
Well, on the spin, David, Osorio was there.
Osorio all over him. Donnellan with great help defense. Yeah, I don't know how that's not Bearcats' ball. It looked like it went right off the leg of Holmes, but John Jay fortunate there to get one to go their way. Baruch setting up in the 2-3 zone. Shot there by Stewart, no good. Rebounded there by Fredericks. And Fredericks double dribbled, really had no options and just picked up his dribble prematurely.
Well, I think one of the guards needed to come back, David.
Yeah, I think he was expecting Fair here on the near side to be his outlet.
Right.
And Fair just turned and ran down the court, as did the other the other 3 team members of the Bearcats.
That may make tonight's bloopers on Channel 4 News.
So Holmes has it on the far side, deep wing. Stewart looking for options, inside out. That's Evelyn into the lane. Finds Kopech underneath. Nice backdoor find.
Well,
that's going to be a full timeout for Coach Alisi.
Baruch was sleeping, David, on that play.
So we'll step aside with 5:41 remaining. Baruch lead by 14, 38-24. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. So both teams break the huddle here. It's going to be the same 5 for the Bearcats. It'll be Bearcat ball up 14 with 5:40 remaining here in the first half. So Donnellan brings it up into the front court, over to Osorio. Quick handoff to Fredericks. 2-3 zone for John Jay.
Well, clock management is a good thing here.
Donelon over to Fair. Late in the shot clock, Baruch have to hurry. Nice find to Purisic. He's able to get the defender off his feet in the likes of Jameer Stewart, and Purisic able to finish off the glass.
Right at the end, that was a great soft touch by Purisic.
Hand off to Stewart. Nope, it's going to be an illegal screen on Garrison Watkins, the graduate student guard, making a travel correction.
Well, great job by Osorio in his time.
So it'll be Donelon on the far side wing. Devin Nicholson just getting denied entry. Donelon has it, gives it outside to Nicholson. He was actually more open than I think John Jay would have liked. A nice fadeaway there. Almost hanging jumper from Devin Nicholson.
Great body control by Nicholson.
Correction, make that 10. Evelyn looking for options. Kopech almost got that taken away from him. Now it's Evelyn, near side jumper, and he's able to knock that one down.
Donelon almost came up with the steal on the spin.
Fair three, way off left side, and it's going to go back to the Bloodhounds. A little bit more than a little bit less than 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. So TJ Chisholm back into the game.
Well, Baruch wants to keep this substantial lead going into the locker room. It's a statement game, David. Crosstown rivals, CUNY.
A nice move there by Watkins, but his shot was swatted. It's Purisic into the front court, gives it off to Devin Nicholson. And trying to give it off to Fair. Dangerous pass. Now Purisic straight on. And Fair will slow things down over to Fredericks up top. Swung around the perimeter, Donelon on the far side. Bounce pass to Fredericks. Fredericks going to work in the lane, kicks it out. Donelon near side three, around and out, no good. Purisic able to corral that rebound and gives it out to Fair. Baruch have 15 to shoot, coming in on 3 minutes remaining here in the half.
No hurry for the Bearcats.
Devin Nicholson's fadeaway jumper, wow. He's in his bag right now as he knocks that one down from the free throw line.
Hey, he looks like an ACC guard, David.
Now Chisholm has it. Nicholson has 12, and Joe, when he's shooting like that, there's really not much you could do about it. That was some contested shooting, contesting defense on the shot by Nicholson as Kopech knocks down a three to answer. Baruch lead by 14.
Well, Nicholson is just a tremendous offensive player and gets it done defensively as well.
Now he's calling for it on the block. Almost left it behind. He's double teamed, kicked it out to Donelon, straight on, and he knocks down a three.
It's contagious, David.
I mean, Baruch have just been insane from the field.
It's contagious. I'll have what he's having.
Donelon gets his first points of the night. Chisholm has it now. Looking for options. Hand off to Holmes. Holmes, got that strip for him. They're going to call a foul on Donelon. That's going to be his fifth. So that's actually going to send Holmes to the free throw line. And I think Coach Alisi wants an explanation here. That looked like a clean swipe.
David, if a clean steal is a foul, I think I'm in the wrong place.
And that's the second play that I feel like Donelon got shortchanged on. We had the play a bit earlier where he looked like a clear steal, and they called it off of Baruch last.
I think the refs owe Donelon 2 calls.
So that three goes off the stanchion, and it'll go back to the Bearcats as Nicholson will walk it up into the front court with Evelyn picking him up on the Bearcat symbol.
So clock management, Baruch doesn't have to be in a rush here. Sizable lead. Guess what, David? You don't want to stop the clock if you're the Bearcats.
So Reyes on the foul there. It's going to be Nicholson to inbound, hits Devin Nicholson. Thinks about the shot, gives it back to Gerard Nicholson. Gerard, one dribble, puts it up, shot no good. I can't remember the last time actually Baruch missed a jumper from the field, and now it's going to be Holmes the other way. Bounce pass inside to Reyes. His shot, ooh, they're going to say it was a foul. It looked like it got blocked by a variety of bodies, but they're going to say Frederick's just a little overzealous on the offensive end.
A lot of ball there, David.
It looked like on the replay, Fredericks went straight up with it to no avail, and he'll send Reyes to the line. Reyes on the season, 42% free throw shooter. 11 of 26, make that 12 of 27. Muhammad Guy checking back into the game as Fredericks will come to the bench. And Reyes able to rattle home the second. Crossover there from Nicholson. Finds Fair over to Purisic on the elbow. Finds a cutting Devin Nicholson. Spin jumper, and he's able to rattle that one home. And again, Nicholson really doing whatever he would like out on the floor tonight.
Yeah, he's got quite an array of moves.
He's now 6 of 8 from the field. As the foul there is going to be on Fair, and that's going to send Jordan Evelyn to the line to shoot 2.
You know, Nicholson's play, David, just making everybody around him better. Like I mentioned about Fredericks, his athleticism and energy just makes everybody up their game.
Evelyn, a 68% free throw shooter from the line. Good on the first. And Osorio back into the game. Strong minutes from Sayeed here in the first half, as the second free throw from Evelyn, no good. Purisic rips down the rebound, and Osorio will walk things up as we're in the final minutes of the first half.
Clock management now for Baruch.
Purisic up top. Devin Nicholson again. Why not? Why not? Devin Nicholson from downtown on the far side wing. And he is just on fire tonight. As the three there by Evelyn, no good. And that's going to stay right there for the Bloodhounds.
Purisic just having a monster game in the paint, David.
And Joe, correct me if I'm wrong. The only person I can think of that has had this hot of a shooting game, at least in our time doing games here at Baruch, was probably Jack Sixsmith. Correct. At least from downtown. He was automatic. Devin Nicholson's having a night just like that.
Yes. He is feeling it in literal and figurative sense.
7 of 9 from the field, 17 points, 3 of 4 from downtown. Gerard Nicholson almost loses it. He's into the lane, layup off balance, but he drew the contact and will go to the line to shoot 2.
I'll tell you, when guys are having games like Nicholson is having, it's contagious. Everybody on the court for Baruch, good body language, playing with a lot of energy and confidence. And Coach Alisi may have a 20-point lead going into half.
And actually, that's a correction. I meant William Sixsmith.
Well, this one Sixsmith was a assist guy, David, and the other guy was an outright shooter.
So I was going to send Holmes to the line to shoot 3.
One of the great scorers in the history of Baruch, David, a player named Beauchamp, who can really light it up.
And off on the second. It's still an 18-point game. A second and a half on the clock. So, Joe, you got your wish. James Bradbury checked in, the 6'10" sophomore from Sackett's Harbor, New York.
Yeah, he looks like Billy Paultz that used to play for the New York Nets.
And Devin Nicholson chucks it up, full court heave. And at this point, why not? I mean, he's gotten everything to go. Monster first half from the Bearcats. They put up 54. Led by Devin Nicholson, 17 points now. I mean, if you want to count that last one, 7 of 10 from the field and 3 of 4 from downtown. But Baruch really getting it from everybody. Piersick had 9, Osorio had 8, Fair had 6, Guy had 5, and a sprinkling of points from a few other players.
Everything working for the Bearcats. Coach Alisi, you know what he probably will say in halftime? Let's continue doing what we're doing. David, the Cardinals sin. Don't let the team back in. Keep the foot on the gas pedal. You're at home. All the CUNY and all of that on the line. This is a statement game. Don't just beat your opponent. Send a message that you own CUNY.
Baruch shot 65% from the field in the first half, 59% from downtown. Joe, law of averages says they're not going to do that in the second half. So how do you keep your foot on the gas, keep
I
this
don't
lead?
know, David, have you been watching the NBA with like Indiana putting up 140 every game? Maybe it's a new trend, David, that you know what, the offensive output is there. But everything going well for the Bearcats. Defensively, they gave up a bunch of threes. Other than that, you must agree, not a whole lot of wrong Bearcats.
So that'll do it for first half action here at the Arc Arena. Once again, Bearcats 54, John Jay Bloodhounds 37. You're watching the second game of our CUNYAC doubleheader on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. Welcome back to the Arc Arena. If you're just joining us in the second game of our doubleheader between John Jay and your Baruch College Bearcats. Boy, oh boy, did you miss a first half. Baruch shooting 64% from the field and close to 59% from downtown, while John Jay have not had the success from the field. They're shooting 54% from downtown, 7 of their 10 field goals from 3, all amounting to a Baruch 17-point lead. Alongside Joe Stolzer, I'm David Justin. Joe, big opening 5 minutes here of the second half. Really comes down to can Baruch continue to turn the screw, extend this lead, and potentially start digging, going into their bench midway through the second half.
I think Coach Elise's halftime chat might be pretty basic. Guys, listen, let's throw the knockout punch early. Let's not let this team back in. Statement game. Rival, CUNY rival. All of the obvious reasons why, David, don't take your foot off the gas pedal.
And you almost have to wonder if they could even replicate the first half. When you're talking about, I would say, 99th percentile of shooting here from the Bearcats.
Well, let's see what Baruch is made of, David. You know what? I was talking to one of the assistants, and they feel, David, that they haven't put together 2 halves this season. You know what? Maybe tonight is that night. 2 great halves.
And they go into the second half with a 17-point cushion. And if you're Coach Highland, Joe, for the John Jay Bloodhounds, what are you telling your team coming out of the break?
Well, you got your team on a respirator, and you're just looking to get back in little by little, David, not, big clumps.
Is it comforting knowing, Joe, that we kind of mentioned already, but Coach Highland must be there thinking there's no way they could just do what they did in the second half again in the first half.
Well, that's the logical thing. But like I said, can Baruch put together, David, 2 magnificent halves tonight?
So Devin Nicholson leading all scorers with 17. Piersick had 9, Sayeed Osorio had 8. For John Jay coming into the second half, Jameer Stewart led them with 11, and Isaac Holmes had 10.
Hey, Baruch Nation, before we start the second half, thank you for tuning in as always. Hope everybody's well. And the greatest Baruch fan out there in Long Island, Gary Ciano, I hope you and your family are well, and I hope you're enjoying tonight's action. Can't wait to see you on Alumni Day.
So it's the Nicholson brothers, Fair, Purisic, and Fredericks. It is Evelyn, Watkins, Holmes, Stewart, and Chisholm on the floor. As Frederick's shot got blocked, it was either Holmes or Watkins who came away with the block, and it's John Jay the other way into Watkins inside. His shot just a bit short off right rim, and it's Baruch the other way ahead of the pack to Fair. Fair's shot blocked. Gerard Nicholson able to clean up the glass, and that's our first bucket of the second half.
David, Purisic looks like Joe Flacco, throwing a ball at pinpoint accuracy to his receivers.
Now it's Evelyn on the inside out pass there to Stewart. Ooh, got the friendly roll, and that one drops.
Well, Coach Alisi doesn't want to see a lot of that, that's for sure.
So now it's Fair on the near side, looking for options. Fair going to work in the paint, trying to step through, spin move back, able to rattle it home with the right hand. Nice post move there by Jamal Fair.
That's classic Jamal Fair.
Watkins thinks about stepping into a three. Instead, he'll curl back, and it'll give it out to that's Stewart. Now Evelyn over to Chisholm on the near side wing. Holmes, cuts out. Back out to Evelyn straight on. Jab step into the lane, working against Fredericks. Kicks it out to Chisholm straight on. Ooh, looked like he took too many steps. No whistle. Watkins now, hop step into the lane. Wild floater. They're going to call a foul. Let's see who that one's on. That's on Nicholson. A bit of a late whistle there as the ball almost came all the way down before they blew it, and it'll be Watkins at the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Nicholson bailed out John Jay on that play.
Watkins shooting 70% from the free throw line on the season, 28 of 40. As he's good on the first. He is now 2 of 3 tonight. And good on the second, so it's a 16-point game. A little over a minute and a half gone here in the second. It is the second game of your doubleheader between John Jay and Baruch. Again, if you want to see your Bearcats in action, come out on January 20th. It is Alumni Day here at Lehman College. 12 p.m. tip for the women, 4 p.m. tip for the men.
And that game, David, is against Lehman, which is a big rivalry for the Bearcats.
Baruch winning the conference title over Lehman last year. In an overtime finish with Devin Nicholson hitting the game winner. Now it's Stewart straight on 3, and he's able to knock that one down.
Well, John Jay's come out firing, David. So Baruch has got to, be very careful here.
So Fredericks has it over to Devin Nicholson on the near side wing. Gives over to Gerard Nicholson. Bounce pass to Fredericks, a little two-man game from Fair. Nice pump fake. Fair into the lane, off the glass and good. Fair trying to get in his bag a little bit.
Well, if Fair and Nicholson are on fire, you have a problem.
He's got 12. Holmes now, spin, looking for options. Bounce pass over to Watkins, jab step. Pull up from the baseline, around, then out. Ooh, just falls out, and it'll be Fair to walk things up.
Now Fair has to continue to attack.
So Purisic going to work on Holmes in the paint. Watkins on the double team. Purisic gets that batted away from him, right into the waiting hands of Fair. Fredericks going to pull a 3 from the corner, off back iron, no good. Batted out by Purisic, but into the hands of Evelyn, who quickly comes away with it into the front court. Evelyn working on Gerard Nicholson. Oh, that was ripped away from him. They're going to call a foul.
Well, Nicholson, like a quarterback in football, defending very well, but they called a foul.
And Evelyn knocks down the first. And good on the second. John Jay setting up in the zone. It's like a 3-2. Oh, nope, switching over to man now. And it'll be Fredericks on the near side. He knocks down a three. He's got 5. And Holmes quickly into the lane the other way, trying to go through some contact. Piersick on the rebound. Over to Fair on the near side.
Great pass.
Nice find there to Fredericks, who's able to lay it in, and Fredericks has clicked 5 points here in the second half.
Hey, wild card weekend in the NFL. We have some wild card football here in Lexington Avenue.
Now Watkins, jab step, gives it out to Holmes on the far side 3, and he knocks that one down. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout for Coach Ryan Highland and the John Jay Bloodhounds. But Baruch has extended their lead to 17 now, went into the break at 16. 67-50, with 15:43 remaining here in the ballgame.
Well, John Jay's playing, David. We're not going to say they're not. How does Baruch continue to do what they do in the first half in spite of the inspired play by John Jay here in the second half?
13 points apiece here in a little more than 4 minutes gone in the half. So already coming out again with the hot hand. Baruch shooting 67% from the field, and both teams are combined 75% from downtown.
David, whenever Baruch plays York or Hunter, it's always a shootout. So let's see, this has the makings of a shootout.
So it'll be Gerard Nicholson to walk things up for the Bearcats. Looks like John Jay coming out here in a 2-3 zone. Devin Nicholson into the lane, pulling up, and he's able to get that one to go. He is unguardable right now tonight. 69-50 Baruch lead. Chisholm crossover move, handoff to Evelyn. Ooh, might have gotten away with the travel there. Either way, good defense there by Fredericks, and Evelyn a little too strong. Now up to Fredericks. Fredericks in the corner. Why not leave him wide open? And Devin Nicholson knocks it down. I mean, we are seeing a performance tonight from Devin Nicholson. Ooh, finding Stewart. They're going to call that foul there on Fredericks, unable to get the shot to go.
Hey, David, every player at night before they fall asleep looks up at the ceiling and dreams about nights like Nicholson is having, where you just can't do any wrong. Good for him.
He's got 22 on 9 of 11 shooting, 4 or 5 from downtown. Also, Joe, I just don't know how you're going to leave him open like that. Yeah, he had seconds to shoot on the far side.
To your point, right now, John Jay's acting like a fan. They're just watching Nicholson.
And Stewart, no good on the second. It's a 21-point lead for the Bearcats. Gerard Nicholson covered by Evelyn. Ooh, nice little stutter step move. Bounce pass to Fair on the far side corner. Devin Nicholson's calling for it here. He's going to step into one. Shot off left iron, no good, and it'll be Watkins who comes away with it. First time Devin Nicholson looked mortal tonight.
Yeah, I think he just shot that a little bit angled.
The 3 there by Stewart, no good. And rebounded by Fair, who will walk it up.
This might be a good time to give some work to Vaughn in the post.
Fair's going to step into a 3. Shot no good. Piersick bats it all the way out. Fair's going to chase it down. Ooh. He tried to keep it from going back court and threw right into Kopech. Nice bounce pass there to Watkins from Holmes.
Well, John Jay's playing. So Baruch has to be careful that John Jay doesn't get a little bit of a run here.
Coach Coach Alisi wanted some of his bigs to get the ball inside. Ooh, nice pass there by Vaughn to the cutting Purisic on the baseline.
Couldn't have done that any better, David.
Now Evelyn wide open straight on three, and that's good. Baruch a little lackadaisical on the defensive end there.
Well, that's a wide open three, David.
And Evelyn a little overzealous there, trying to steal the ball from Nicholson. But to that point, John Jay has to start stealing some possessions back, Joe.
Well, 13:20 left. Baruch, I'm big on clock management. I'd like to see them get it under 10 and really, put John Jay back against the wall.
So Guy has it. Back to Nicholson on the near side wing. Puts it on the deck, curls back, looking for options. Fair going baseline. Gives it off to Vaughn, who throws it down, and that gets the Bearcat bench off their seats.
That's a top 10 highlight, David.
Vaughn's been good for one of those a game the last few, as Holmes hits the deck as he was cutting through, and he'll go to the line to shoot two.
Well, it's one thing you're worried about Baruch's perimeter plays. Now you got a monster like Vaughn coming at you. That's a pretty good arsenal, David.
So the foul there's unfair. That's his second opportunity for Holmes to cut it to an 18-point game. Osorio back into the game. Fair will come to the bench for a well-earned rest. Fair has 12 tonight on 5 of 9 from the field. 7 boards and 4 assists.
Well, Osorio is going to give you a spirited performance, that's for sure.
Double pick there from Guy and Vaughn. Bounce pass to Osorio on the far side. He'll pull a three, and he knocks it down just like that. Osorio's into double digits with 11.
All those late night shots paying off for Osorio in the summer.
Evelyn quickly double team, now out to Kopech. Back to Evelyn on the near side. He's going to pull a three over the outstretched arm of Nicholson. Way off, and Osorio is going to come away with it and bring it into the front court. Couple dribbles there, almost got it knocked away from Gerard, into the hands of Gerard Nicholson on the far side. Bounce pass to Devin Nicholson. Wild shot there. They're going to say it was not in the act of shooting. Then it'll be side out for the Bearcats. Foul there's on number 24, Daniel Reyes. His third. Watkins and Chisholm into the game. Devin Nicholson leaks out, near side wing. Ooh, just a bit short. Vaughn crashes the boards, goes back up with it. His shot was blocked. I think it was by Watkins, and that's going to stay right there.
David, I think Nicholson couldn't believe how wide open he was.
So Osorio to Guy at the free throw line. Floater from Guy, and he's able to rattle that one home.
Okay, great patience by Osorio and by Guy.
So now Chisholm over to Holmes here on the near side, outside to Watkins. Watkins going to step into a three. Shot no good. Osorio soars for the rebound. He's quickly looking up court. Coach Alisi wants him to slow things down.
Well, the more time you take off, David, the harder it's going to be for John Jay to put together possessions to get back in this game.
Ooh, high floater from Nicholson, no good. He's really pulling out all the stops tonight.
What a pass from the post by Vaughn.
Dangerous play. Holmes going to corral that one. Guy got a hand in on the pass. And the shot there, no good, but it's going to be a foul on number 10. That's Muhammad Guy.
Well, Holmes just shot that up there. He was going in the land of the Giants, hoping for a foul.
And Holmes off on the first. And Holmes rattles home the second. Baruch lead by 22 with 11 minutes remaining here in the ballgame. Baruch trying to extend their conference record to 4-0 and move to 2-3 here at the Arc Arena. Nicholson over to Guy. Guy looking for options. No, he'll take it himself. Trying to force it to Vaughn. He left his feet. Sloppy play there by Guy. Watkins the other way for John Jay. Behind the back dribble. Free throw line jumper is good.
David, remember we talked at halftime about Baruch's quest for putting together two solid halves. They've let up here in the second half.
I would argue they're getting almost very similar looks. They're just not getting them to drop.
Right. Well, the percentages are down. You get that.
It's a Guy now working in the paint. Going to go in with the right hand. He's able to push it through. So Coach Alisi wants to talk things over. It's a full timeout. Baruch lead by 22. We'll be right back. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. So both teams breaking the huddle here. It's Vaughn, Guy, Donnellan, Devin Nicholson, Osorio for the Bearcats. It's Evelyn, Holmes, Reyes, Chisholm, and Watkins for the Bloodhounds. Chisholm has it up top. Now over to Holmes. Reyes trying to find position, trying to work on Vaughn. Vaughn not allowing anything, goes back out to Chisholm on the far side. Now it's Holmes. Crossover move. Ooh, nice move there by Chisholm, and he's able to draw a foul, and he'll go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, Donnellan bailed them out.
Tough break there for the Bearcats as the Bloodhounds only had 1 second left on the shot clock. And Chisholm knocks down the first. And good on the second. Baruch lead by 20 and a little under 10 minutes remaining here in the ball game. Donnellan to walk it across the timeline here. Bounce pass to Osorio on the near side. Here comes Vaughn for the pick. Back out to Donnellan. Osorio had the space. He thinks about the shot. Nope. Instead gives it side to Vaughn. He's quickly double teamed. A little inside out. Donnellan back to Guy. Guy gets that ripped away from him. Crossover move there on the far side by Stewart. Pull up shot from Holmes is good. Vaughn inside, a little hand check there. Let's see who that's on. I think it's going to be on Reyes. If it is, it's going to be his fourth. Nope, correction, that's going to be on Holmes. And that's going to be inbounded underneath for the Bearcats. Only the third team foul for John Jay. Ooh, outlet pass to Holmes. Good play there by Osorio, not to foul, right in front of us. Watkins into the lane. He finishes with the right hand. And just like that, it's a 15-point game.
Yeah, shots are not dropping for the Bearcats. That were dropping in the first half.
Ball moves around the perimeter. Inside to Fredericks, looking for options. Over to Donelon, far side three. Shot way too strong. And it's going to go. And it's going to stay with the Bearcats. They originally gave it to the Bloodhounds. They talked it over and gave it back to Baruch. Coach Highland wanting a whistle there to no avail.
David, we haven't seen Devin Nicholson in a while. He usually kind of has a big influence in games when he comes in off the bench.
Pull up there from Fair, no good. And it'll be Holmes who comes down with it for the Bloodhounds. An opportunity to cut more into this lead. And they're going to say shot doesn't count, and it's going to be side. Actually, correction. That's going to put the Bloodhounds into the bonus, so they'll be shooting a 1-and-1. So getting the foul, correct player and the correct bonus opportunity in the book, and it'll be Evelyn to shoot the 1-and-1. And he can't hit the first, so Pearson comes down with the rebound for the Bearcats. And Donald will bring it into the front court.
Clock management, David, again. Baruch needs to take time off the clock, make it harder for John Jay to mount an attack.
There, mid-range jumper is good. He's got 14. So Holmes, almost lost it. Nice find there, inside to Reyes. He's fouled on the way up, and will go to the line to shoot two.
Well, John Jay's playing, David. They haven't stopped playing since we started this second half. And Baruch is kind of, let it down a little bit after their big-time performance in the first half.
And Reyes knocks down the first. And make that 2 of 2 from the line.
So without the offensive output of Nicholson in the first half, in the second half, David, it's been very quiet.
Now Osorio going to step into a deep three. He knocks it down, and that's going to be a technical on Osorio. He made a bit of a gun symbol there as he was coming back down the court, and that's going to be unnecessary points for John Jay. And Stewart knocks down the first. And 2 of 2 from the line. So sloppy play there from Osorio. He was feeling himself a little bit. He has 14, 5 of 5 from the field, 4 of 4 from downtown. And Baruch setting up in the 2-3 zone. Inside to Watkins. Turnaround jumper is good from the free throw line. And that's how you break down the zone there, Joe.
Yeah,
you want to set somebody up at the free throw line and either let him have the shot or let him go to work with some cutters, try to draw out that central defender.
John Jay's playing very well, David. There's no denying that.
And Osorio knocks it down, and he's 5 of 5 from downtown. No gestures there other than yelling at his bench.
But David, wait for Baruch to answer this run by John Jay.
Straight on three from Stewart on the other end. And Coach Highland wants to talk things over as Devin Nicholson will check back into the game. But some exceptional shooting here over the last couple possessions, Joe, from both the Bearcats and the Bloodhounds.
Yeah, totally different second half, David, than the first. Nicholson was the story. Without Nicholson here, Osorio's gotten a little bit hot, but it's been a quiet ensemble effort by the Bearcats, David, here in the second half.
Also, only 2 turnovers combined between the two teams, so it hasn't been in the second half. So it hasn't been sloppy. John Jay actually outscoring Baruch by a +3 in the second half. Both teams are shooting nearly 59% from the field, while John Jay shooting an absurd 67% from downtown.
Well, here you go. Great second half by John Jay after a dismal first half.
Also, Joe, it was spoken about a bit in the NBA yesterday, but also tonight, John Jay has 17 free throws in the second half. Baruch have not gone to the line yet.
Yes.
So that'll help you keep you in the game, because also Baruch has 10 more shot attempts and 6 more makes than John Jay here in the second half. So
but think about this, David. With all you just said, Baruch's still up 14. That's a pretty good lead, David, 14.
They're up 17 at the half, so John Jay trying to chip away. The only issue, though, is there's 6.5 remaining here in the ball game. Is there enough time if John Jay wants to get back into it?
Yeah, Baruch has got to take time off the clock from here on in. Make it harder for John Jay to make any type of comeback. The clock is the story now, David.
So Devin Nicholson, has checked back into the game, and he has the ball on the far side. Donnellan now here on the near side. Bounce pass to Fredericks on the baseline. Nicholson now on the center circle, gives over to Fair on the far side. Nicholson straight on. His shot no good, just a bit short. And it's Watkins. Ooh, almost lost that one as he was looking up ahead. Now it's over to Holmes. Fair out on him.
Baruch has got to turn it up defensively now. It's not about the offense.
Ooh, nice find there by Evelyn inside to Reyes, who's able to finish it off the glass. It's a 12-point game, 5:45 remaining.
Donnellan in there as the leader, the veteran, very good at working the clock.
Frederick looking for options, gets inside of Piersic, a little bit too hard, and Stewart comes away with it for the Bloodhounds.
Give him John Jay a chance to come back.
Free throw line jumper from Evelyn, wide open. And just like that, Osorio at the scorer's table. It's only a 10-point game.
You're giving John Jay a whole bunch of confidence.
What they do not need to do is John Jay shooting 61% from the field. Fredericks able to knock down the free throw line jumper, and Coach Alisi wants to talk things over with 30-second timeout with 5 minutes remaining. Baruch lead by 12, 93-81. But boy, Joe, did Baruch need that basket from Fredericks.
Fredericks answered at a great time. But David, there's still a lot of time left. 5 minutes is an eternity. And Baruch is being challenged now defensively. We know what they've done tonight offensively, but can they stop the bleeding defensively and go away with a W tonight?
Fredericks has 9 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. They're adding a block there as well, so he's doing it on both ends.
Right now, who's Coach Alisi going to call on defensively to finish this game off? We're not concerned now about offense.
So it'll be Evelyn to walk things up for the Bloodhounds. Watkins calling for it. Osorio out on him. Holmes now thought he had the shot. Fair. Oh, they're going to call a blocking foul there on Fair. It's going to be on the floor, but the issue is now that puts John Jay into the double bonus, so they're going to go to the line and shoot 2 with Holmes.
Well, David, also what it does is stop the clock, which is now assisting John Jay in a possible comeback.
And Holmes knocks down the first. And good on the second. So Gerard Nicholson back into the game. Devin Nicholson with the ball in his hands. Bounce pass near side to Osorio. Nicholson looking for options, finds Osorio, back to Gerard Nicholson in the corner. Devin Nicholson puts it on the deck. Shot over a double team, and he knocks it down. Devin Nicholson fading away on the baseline. Good defense there by Gerard Nicholson now as Evelyn trying to work on Gerard Nicholson. Evelyn trying to back in. Nice shot there by Stewart, who knocks down a straight on contested 3.
Stewart has had many shots like that, David, in this game.
Stewart having a monster game. He's got 26. He now leads all scorers. Osorio steps into a 3. Oh, around and out. That was Osorio's first miss on the night. Watkins comes away with the rebound. Gerard Nicholson trying to cut him down. Gerard Nicholson steals it. So it's going to stay right there with the Bloodhounds. I thought that was a clean steal. Looked like Gerard Nicholson was spinning away with it.
Well, he literally took it out of his hands, fair and square.
So it'll be Bloodhounds ball right in front of their own bench.
Big defensive stop here.
So it'll be Evelyn now. Reyes trying to find position against Purisic. And that's Stewart 3. That shot short. I think Stewart knew it the minute he let it go. Ball still loose. Purisic, oh, that could have been a dangerous play. I don't think Stewart meant anything by it. I think he was just on the leg of Purisic.
Well, Stewart had a good look, David. Baruch very lucky. Stewart had a good look. Could have made this a 6-point game.
So Nicholson to walk things up. Calling out Coach Alisi's offense. It's Devin Nicholson over to Osorio here on the near side, coming in on 3 minutes remaining here in the ball game. Fair, wide open 3, off glass, no good. Devin Nicholson able to get the rebound. He goes back up, and he's able to finish off the glass.
Well, Nicholson has done it on both ends here.
Oh, what a pick there by Purisic, one-handed.
Well, this is the defense we're looking for, David. Closing out.
I think Coach Alisi wanted a foul call on that Devin Nicholson layup from the previous possession. Didn't get it. Baruch lead by 11, 2:45 remaining. Gerard Nicholson outside to Osorio. Osorio going to cut. Handoff underneath to Purisic, who's able to lay it in. Purisic's got 13 in a little over 30 minutes of action.
Yeah, that could be the deal breaker, David.
So timeout here for Coach Highland. It's going to be a full timeout. And Joe, great back-to-back possessions for the Bearcats, and what a steal by Purisic on the defensive end last time down.
So Baruch did what they had to do here in the late stages. Defensively, of course, Nicholson, again, doing what he did in the first half, helped out. Purisic with an easy gimme, and this is what we need to win a championship. Closing out games, weathering storms, and really dealing with adversity when things are not going good.
So Nicholson has 26, a couple of huge baskets. The far side fadeaway jumper over 2 outstretched players. I mean, that was one of his shots of the night, if you can imagine. He's hit a few of them.
Yeah, he'll remember this night for a long time.
And then the layup on the weak side, that was wide open, probably his easiest shot of the night. And then the steal from Purisic on the other end, really getting some, Joe, to your point, getting some of your veteran players stepping up at the right time.
Fair, Donelin, I consider Devin Nicholson a veteran at this point. Purisic, Guy, and Fredericks is getting, all this experience. So he's not a rookie anymore.
And Osorio's also poured in 17 points in only 18 minutes of action on 6 of 7 from the field. He finally just missed his last shot on his last attempt.
Great collective performance by everybody in different ways. But here's the real mark of a champion, how you weathered this late game storm.
2:31 remaining here in the ball game. It's a 13-point lead for the Bearcats. Trying to continue building on this winning streak as it's Evelyn on the far side.
Big possession. If Baruch gets the ball.
Watkins straight on, and he knocks that one down from the free throw line. And it'll be Devin Nicholson to walk it up, back over to Fair.
You got to take time off the clock now. Bring in less than 2 minutes.
Gerard Nicholson, cross-court pass to Osorio here on the near side. Osorio into the lane. He comes all the way across, far side wing. Gives it up to Fair up top. Now Devin Nicholson. Devin Nicholson hop step. It's going to be, I think it's going to be a jump ball. Nope, they're going to call a foul there on number 12. That's Jordan Evelyn. So that'll be Baruch's ball side out on the far side. It's only the 15th foul from the Bloodhounds.
Again, Baruch should be not in any hurry.
That's going to be an offensive foul on Fair. And I don't know how the ref on this side is the one calling that when you had another ref right in front of the play.
Yeah, that's a tough call. All right, well, Baruch challenge now defensive.
So Evelyn now into the front court. Watkins on the pick. Evelyn outside to Kopech on the far side. He knocks down a big three there, and it's an 8-point game with 1:40 remaining.
David, where has Kopech been the whole game for John Jay?
Kopech only averaging 5 points per game. Nice find to Purisic, who's able to finish. Now Holmes back outside to Evelyn. John Jacob might have to start shooting soon. Ooh, Kopech able to corral that errant pass. Evelyn straight on three. That's wild. And Devin Nicholson comes away with the rebound.
Well, Baruch's going to get this one, David. It was a little rocky, but defensively they showed up when it counted in the late stages of the second half.
And they actually had a foul to give, so that won't even send Devin Nicholson to the line. As Gerard Nicholson now trying to get it into the front court. Over to Osorio. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line for the front end of a 1-and-1. Once again, if you want to see your Bearcats in action, come out on Saturday, January 20th at noon. It is the Alumni Day, so we'll have a game, the women's game at 12. The Alumni game will be at 2 o'clock, not televised, but feel free to come out to the Arc Arena to watch the Alumni play, and then it will be the 4 o'clock tip between the Lehman College men versus your Baruch Bearcats.
Well, you know what you're going to get from Lehman. It's going to be a street battle.
And Osorio missed the front end of the 1-on-1, so now it's Evelyn here on the near side wing. Jab step, working on Devin Nicholson. Kicks it out far side. Watkins blanketed by Osorio. Three there by Stewart. No good. He was trying to draw the foul. Bit of a flop there on the far side, and it's going to go back to the Bearcats. So Devin Nicholson gets the inbound over to Gerard Nicholson, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line for a 1-and-1 as well. And Gerard Nicholson misses the first. Oh, almost got his own rebound, but Evelyn comes away with it for the Bloodhounds. It's still a 10-point game. We're under 40 seconds remaining, and it's a turnover from the Bloodhounds over to Osorio. Osorio gets fouled, and he'll go to the line again for a 1-and-1. Baruch really struggling with these free throws, though, here down the stretch.
Yeah, they got to get that corrected because it will come into games as we go forward, making your free throws with the game on the line.
And Osorio can't knock it down. Getting a slimmer of hope maybe to the Bloodhounds. Kopech, the trailer, has to shoot. I mean, Bloodhounds are wasting too much time, and he throws it right into the hands of Devin Nicholson, and that's the guy you want at the line in Nicholson, as he's shooting close to 84% from the free throw line.
Well, the Bearcats took many shots from John Jay tonight, but to their credit was able to adapt and adjust.
And Nicholson knocks down the first. It's an 11-point game. And you would assume, Joe, if the Bloodhounds miss on this possession, Baruch will be able to just run out the clock.
Yeah.
And 2 of 2, it's a 12-point game. Chisholm will bring it up. Watkins right to the lane, and he's able to lay it in with the right hand. And it's Devin Nicholson ahead of the pack. And he'll curl back, and that will do it. You can hear Coach Highland yelling, no foul out in the background. So Baruch's going to split the doubleheader here today with John Jay. The women, unfortunately, fall 68-60 in the opener of the doubleheader, and the men 103-93. But what a, Joe, I mean, Baruch really just put the hammer down in the first half, jumping out to a 17-point halftime lead.
Yeah. Very interesting game. A lot of different components to the game. Great offense, great individual performances. But listen, John Jay wouldn't go away, David. So Baruch has got to clean that up a little bit, making sure that teams don't get on a run, teams don't get confidence. And that's okay. Those are fixable things, David.
John Jay tonight led by Jameer Stewart with 26. Isaac Holmes had 21. And for your Baruch College Bearcats, 28 from Devin Nicholson, 17 from Sayeed Osorio, and 15 from Purisic, 14 from Fair. And that'll about do it for us. Once again, Bearcats split the doubleheader here with John Jay. The women falling in the opening game 68-60, and the men ending triumphant 103-93. That'll do it for us here at the Arc Arena. This broadcast has been in conjunction with the Baruch Athletic Department. You've been watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcat Broadcasting. Have a great night, everybody.